Hello friends, welcome back. In this particular session, we will be going to learn practical implementation of RAG solution. Practical implementation of RAG solution. In order to implement the RAG solution, what we need to have, we need to first have a document as a reference. Based upon that, like the large language model is going to infer. So I'm having this PDF document. This PDF document is having the content with respect to the MCP server, and it will be utilized as an input to the large language models, and large language models are going to infer based upon this particular PDF. The second thing, what I need to have the embedding model and large language model. For the implementation of this RAG solution, I'm going to use the OpenAI models, large language models, and GPT-5 Nano model will be utilized for the inference, and GPT, the text embedding -3 small model will be utilized to perform the embedding. With the help of this particular diagram itself, what we are able to see, like the documents we are having in place of documents, what we are having the PDF file, and for the embedding model, we are having the model from the OpenAI, and large language model, we are having the model from the OpenAI. So these particular things are there. Uh, Another stuff what I need to have the vector database. So ChromaDB I'm going to utilize in order to store the embeddings and performing the similarity search. The query is going to perform the similarity search onto the vector database and provide the relevant documents to the large language model. So these particular things we are going to implement with by taking certain steps. Let me write it down now. Step number one, import required libraries. Libraries. Step number two, what it will be, loading the PDF file. Step number three, friends, what it will be. So this particular PDF file uh, is there. What I need to do, I need to divide this particular file into chunks. So splitting is done over here. Splitting the file content into chunks. So we will be going to have the multiple chunks from this particular file. Step number four, what it will be, uh, like create, I'm going to first extract the text from these particular chunks. Extract the text from chunks. So this will be the fourth step, extract. The step number five, what it will be, friends, what I will going to perform, I will create the embeddings. Like once I'm having the chunks, then what I need to do, I need to perform the embedding by passing these particular text from this particular model, and then I will be having the embeddings. So create the embeddings, that will be step number five. Inside the step number six, what I'm going to do, I'm going to initialize the vector database. Initialize the vector database. So I'm going to utilize the ChromaDB as a vector store in order to store the embeddings, chroma database. Step number 7, what I will do, I will define the prompt template. Define prompt template. So over here, friends, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down certain instructions which I'm going to pass to the large language model in order to get the answer from the documents. So this particular, you can say, template is defined. It will be having the instructions for the large language model. This is the step number 7. Inside the step number 8, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the query, run a query on the vector database, or against the vector database. The database. We will see it practically. All of these particular steps will be implementing onto the notebook. So I'm writing it down, and step by step, like we are going to pick it from here and do the coding inside the notebook. And step number 9. So from the vector database, it is going to provide me some output. So what I need to do, I need to combine the output, combine the output, or combine the retrieved chunks, retrieved chunks, and these particular chunks will be given to the large language models as a reference. So combine the retrieved chunks. Step number 10, what it will be, so over here, based upon these particular chunks, that is nothing but the context. So I will going to format the prompt again. Format the prompt with the context and the question. So at this particular step, like these particular chunks will be acting as a context. So this context and along with the question, that will be the reformatting, you can say, stuff what I'm going to do in step number 10. And step number 11, what I will do, send this particular prompt to large language model. And step number 12, what it will be, display the output. The output. So these are the steps what I need to take in order to perform, uh, in order to have the implementation of our RAG solution. Let's proceed step by step. Now, the step number first I have done in this particular, I already done it in this particular notebook. Okay, I have imported the required libraries, and in the previous session, what I have discussed, like we need to create the OpenAI key, OpenAI API key, if we are willing to utilize the OpenAI models. So I have already created it. So I have pasted that particular key from uh, my platform.openai account. Over here, this particular key is given. I have created it. If you want to utilize the OpenAI models, if you want to do the inference from the OpenAI models, so you need to create the API key. You first need to log into the platform.openai.com and create this particular API key, and then you can utilize it over here in this particular way. So it is already done. Like I have already done it, so I just pasted it over here. Now there are certain imports what I need to have. So import OS, like I just need to utilize this particular OpenAI key. So OS library I have imported. Now LangChain hyphen OpenAI import chat OpenAI. So as I'm going to utilize the OpenAI models, so inside the LangChain we are having LangChain underscore OpenAI, and from that like chat OpenAI library I need to have. Then moving further, what I need to do, I need to load a PDF document. So in order to load the PDF document, I need to have the PDF loader. So that's why like from LangChain community document loaders, Py PDF loader is imported. Then then after loading this particular document, what I need to do, I need to do the splitting as well. So splitting this particular document into chunks. So markdown header text splitter is utilized in order to do the splitting based upon the PDF document what I'm going to read. So from LangChain text splitters import markdown header text splitter is imported, that is going to utilize that is going to convert the data into chunks. Then I am going to utilize the OpenAI embeddings and vector store. For the vector store, the chroma DB is utilized. So from langchain hyphen underscore community dot vector stores import chroma. So chroma DB will be utilized as a vector store over here. Now let's proceed. Like this is the step number one, and we have already done this. So let me copy and paste it over here. This is nothing but the step number one, and let me comment this. Okay, step number one, we have already done this. Now moving with the step number two. Step number two, that is nothing but loading the PDF document with the help of the PDF loader. So what I will do, I will initialize loader, and what I need to copy by PDF loader, and I just need to provide the path. So over here, this particular PDF document is available overview underscore MCP underscore servers. And let me copy this path and paste it over here only. Okay, so I will be able to read this, and let me try to display PDF loader. I'm able to read it, and loader dot load, that is fine, and I can give a name, say pages, and then what I need to do, I need to print the pages. Let me try to print the pages. Okay, and I will be able to see the content what is available in that particular PDF. Let me delete this. Okay, so the step number two is over, like I'm able to load the PDF document. Now what I need to do, I need to move with the step number three. Okay, step number three. Okay, like performing the chunk, like dividing the data into chunks. So before moving with the step number three, what we are able to see over here, the PDF document that we have read. So this particular document is having multiple pages. So what I need to do, I need to combine all of these pages into one text. Let me mention combine all the pages into one text. Okay, so how we are going to do, so say pdf underscore text, and what I will do for page in pages. Okay, I'm going to use these pages. I will iterate, like say if there are 4 pages, 5 pages, or 100 pages, so I will iterate from these particular pages with the help of for loop. And what I what I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick the page content. So page content, I'm going to take content, and what I will do, I have taken the page content, and I will join all of the content. So I will join it with the help of say new line dot join. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Why I have done this? Because this particular overview underscore MCP underscore server PDF file is having multiple pages, and what I need to do, I need to combine all of these particular pages into the single, you can say, PDF text. And this particular PDF text, let me show you. This is having the metadata as well. Now there is no need to move with the metadata. I just need to have the data only, and as I need to move with data only, so I have taken the page content only, page content. So the content is only I'm going to move with the content. Let me execute it, and then you will be having the better clarity. So at this moment, like the meta has been removed, and now I'm having the complete, you can say, PDF text, and I will proceed with the chunking. Okay, so that's the main motto. Why, like, I need to proceed with this particular step, because the PDF was having multiple pages. I need to combine all of those particular pages into the single text, and then like joining has happened, and like these particular pages are containing the meta as well. So I am moving with the page content only. So the page content is taken, the meta is not considered over here. So I'm having this particular PDF text. Now what I need to do, I need to split this PDF text, and first, like, I need to define certain conditions based upon what I'm going to do the splitting. That is nothing but the step number 3. So I can have split condition over here, split condition. And split condition, what I'm going to mention, like, in our upcoming sessions we will be going to have the detailed discussions on to the different split conditions, like the splitting based upon the paragraph, based upon the space, based upon the new line and all. So those particular things we are going to discuss. But at this moment, like, what I will do, I will do the splitting based upon the the hash. Okay, if like 3 hash are there, just have a look over here, 3 hash and title is there, then based upon that it will perform the splitting. So if I'm going to I'm going to query onto this particular PDF. So based upon this particular 3 hashes, this will be, you can say, single page, and this will be referred in order to provide you the outcome. So over here, this mechanism is utilized in order to do the splitting, and I can have the title as well. Title. So I'm going to do the splitting based upon this particular condition, and this is the condition what I'm going to use in order to perform the splitting. Splitting of the PDF contact, PDF text. And then splitter. For this, what I need to have, I need to have a splitter, and I have imported the splitter. Markdown header text splitter is utilized over here. And what I will do, I will pass this condition over here, Okay, that will be nothing but the splitter. Now, what I need to do, I need to do the splitting for this particular text. Okay, PDF underscore text. So I will define one parameter doc underscore split, and what it will do, it will going to perform the splitting based upon this markdown header text splitter. So splitter dot split underscore text, and I will pass this particular PDF text. It is going to do the splitting of this particular text. Let me do the execution, and it has been done. Okay, so the splitting is done. Now what I need to do, friends, I need to move with the step number 4. Extract the text from the chunks. Okay, extract the text from the chunks. Now just have a look what is there in the split. Okay, so these are nothing but the splits. Okay, and splits are having the metadata as well. Document metadata, title is this one, then the page content is this one. So what I need to do, I need to have the text only. I'm not, you can say, I'm not bothered with the with the content, with the, you can say, metadata. So I just need to move with the text only. So I'm going to extract the text from these particular chunks. That will be the step number 4, and let's proceed how to do this. So what I will do, I will have text from, I'm going to define text, and what I will do, I will have this, you can say, doc split. That is nothing but this is nothing but the chunks. And what I need to do, I need to say, do it like this, say for doc in, say, doc split, and then doc dot page content, the same stuff like what we have done over here. Okay, the same stuff we have done over here, like whatever was there inside the pages, and we have taken the page content and we have joined them together. So almost the same stuff, but the joining is not done. We are just removing the meta, and we are moving with the text only. So page, doc dot page underscore context, I just need to have content, sorry, I just need to have the content, and I will do it like this. Okay, so things are looking fine. Doc.page. Okay, and let me do the execution of this. And at this moment, there will not be any meta. It will be free from meta, and we will be having the text only with respect to each and every chunk. Okay, so meta has been removed. Now I will move with the step number 4. So up to so far what we have done, we have imported the libraries, we have loaded the PDF document, we have splitted the file into chunks, and we have extracted the text from the chunks. Now what I need to do, I need to create the embeddings. So in order to create the embeddings, what I need to have the embedding model. So I need to define the embedding model as well in order to create the embeddings. So let me define the embeddings. Let me create the embeddings. And for the embeddings, what I need to have, I need to have the embedding model. So I'm defining embedding model, and I'm going to utilize OpenAI embedding model, OpenAI embeddings, and OpenAI embeddings, and then I need to define the model. And model, what it will be, I just need to copy from platform.openai.com. So inside the docs, pricing, and then I will be able to see the embeddings, and text embedding hyphen 3 hyphen small, this particular embedding model I'm going to utilize. Let me copy and paste it over here. Okay, so this is the model what I'm going to utilize in order to perform the embeddings on top of my data. So this is the embedding model. I have defined the embedding model. Let me write it down. Like define embedding model. Let's create the embeddings based upon this embedding model. Okay, so what I will do, say embedding equal to embedding model dot and embedding documents I am going to utilize, and I will pass this particular text, or chunks basically. It will do the embeddings, and we know friends embeddings are nothing but the floating point numbers. Just have a look, the embeddings on top of our document, it is looking like this, like these are the floating point numbers. So we have done the embeddings of uh, our chunks. This is the step number 5. In the step number 6, what we are going to do, we are going to initialize the vector database. So how we can do this? Let's proceed. So over here, I'm going to define the vector store, and vector store what I have used, the chroma vectors store I have used. So I will copy this. So chroma dot from underscore text, and I can like do in this particular way as well, and that will be the simple one. Like I can pass the text over here. So this is nothing but these chunks. Basically I can pass these particular chunks, and I can have the embedding model as well over here. So what it will do over here in this particular step, what will happen, it will create the embeddings with by utilizing this particular embedding model, and on top of this vector store will be having the embeddings based upon the text chunks what we are having. The next step, what it will be, what we need to do, we need to define the prompt. So defining the prompt. And in order to define this particular prompt template, this is nothing but some instructions that I'm going to give to large language model in order to provide the outcome. Okay, so these are certain instructions only which are given to large language model, and this is in this particular template what I have mentioned, like you are a question and answer assistant. I'm instructing to large language model, use only the text provided between triple hash markers to answer the question. So over here, uh, I'm instructing to large language model that whatever is given in between these triple hashes, okay, so you need to use this particular content to provide the answer. Okay, if the answer is not in the text, then say exactly not found in the provided text. I'm instructing to the large language model, and it will be text. The user is going to ask the question, and the large language model is going to provide the output. Okay, so let me execute it, and I need to define this particular prompt. Now I need to import one more library from langchain dot prompts and import chat prompts, chat prompt template. Okay, I need to import this, and then I will proceed by defining this particular chat prompt. So what it will be, prompt equal to chat prompt template dot from templates from template, and I will pass this particular template inside this, and I will do the execution now. Okay, so I have defined the template. Now I need to proceed with the next step, and next step it will be run a query against the vector database. So I just need to run the query. This is nothing but the step number 8. So I'm going to write the query first. So query, and it will be like, say, what is MCP server? I'm just going to ask what is MCP server. Okay, so this is the query, and what I need to do, I need to pass this particular query uh, to the vector store, and vector store will provide the embedding. Just refer this particular diagram. So this is the query what I'm having at this moment. This is given to this will be passed from the embedding model, and it will do the similarity search from the vector database. It will fetch the relevant document. So those particular relevant documents and this particular query will be given to the large language model in order to provide the output. This will be the normal flow at this moment. So I just need to have the retrieved documents, retrieved docs. I just need to define, and what it will do, it will perform the similarity search with vector store. So vector store, I just need to define vector store, and what it will do, it will take the this particular query as an input, and I'm just mentioning it. Okay, so retrieve documents, and I'm passing it from the vector store. What I need to perform the similarity search, and dot similarity, similarity search, and then I just need to pass this particular query. Okay, this particular query is going to perform the similarity search inside the vector store, and it will fetch some documents. Let me do the execution. Okay, it will fetch some documents. Now, now, friends, what will happen? Whatever will be fetched from the vector store, so it will be in terms of multiple documents. By default, like 4 documents will be fetched if I'm going to perform the similarity search based on top of a document, on top of a vector store. So what I need to do, I need to join those particular documents. So let me mention in this particular way, like context what it will be, and I just going to perform the joining based upon the new line. Okay, if new line is there, and dot join, and what it will do, it will the same stuff what we have done, like for doc in these retrieved documents, and doc in retrieved document, and then doc dot page content, dot page content. I'm not moving with the meta content, and this will be joined with with the new line, like two new line will be there, and all the documents will keep on adding by two new lines. Okay, so I will be having this particular context, and it is going to do the joining based upon the received docs, relevant docs basically, which are which we are getting from the vector store. Let me do the execution. So now I'm having the context. I'm having the context, I'm having the query, and now I need to define the large language model, and then I need to pass it from the large language model. Let me move with the step number. The step number 9 was like this, combining the chunks. So over here I have combined the chunks. So this is nothing but step number 9. Now the step number 10, what it will be, format the prompt with the context and the question. Okay, so this particular context that will be utilized by the large language model along with the query, okay, and the template. So these particular things will be given to the large language model, and in order to get the correct output. So just have a look over here. What I will do, I will do the formatting of the prompt. So how it will be done, say formatted prompt, and formatted prompt, what it will be, say prompt dot, so this particular prompt dot format message, format messages, and what it will be having, it will be having context equal to this context what we we have got, okay, by joining the docs after performing the similarity search. And question, in terms of question, I'm going to pass the query, question, and that is nothing but the query. Okay, so the formatted prompt is nothing but the context, and the question is being passed over here. This is the context. This context is nothing but what we got from the from the vector database after performing the similarity search, and these were multiple documents. What we have done, we have joined together and removed the metadata. Now we are having the text only, and these particular documents, joint documents, are you can say utilized as a context and along with the question. So what I'm having, this formatted prompt, and this particular prompt will be utilized in order to get the outcome from the large language model. So next step, what it will be, the step number 11, like send the prompt to large language model. So step number 11, send the prompt to large language model. So we have not defined the large language model. So LLM equal to, this is nothing but large language model, and what I'm going to have the OpenAI model I'm going to utilize. So it will be chat.openai model, chat OpenAI. So the uh, this is the stuff what I need to utilize, and I need to pass the model over here. Model equal to, and which model I'm going to utilize. So GPT-5 Nano. This particular model I'm going to utilize in order to do the inference on top of my data. Okay. So this is the LLM what I'm going to have for the inference perspective. Okay, and I can set the temperature as well over here. Temperature equal to 0. Okay, so let me do the execution. Okay, so it has been, you can say, defined properly. So GPT-5 nano model, large language model is going to utilize in order to do the inference based upon this particular formatted prompt. Now, what I will do, I will do the inference. So response, and what it will be LLM. I'm going to utilize this particular LLM and I will pass this formatted prompt, and that is perfectly fine. Format, okay, I have not done the execution. Let me execute it. Okay, so the execution is being happening, and then what I need to do, I need to print this particular response. Okay, the execution is successful. Now what I need to do, I need to print this, and let me print it in a better way. So print, and I just want to print the answer. Okay, let me do certain reformatting, and answer colon, and this response dot content I just need to have. Okay, response dot content, and let me print the question as well, and in place of question, what I need to pass, I need to just pass the query. Okay, so this is the query what I have asked, so I will pass it over here, and let me do the execution. Okay, so just have a look. Now, what is MCP server? This is the question what I have asked. And answer is, an MCP server is an intermediary that provide the context tool prompts and resources to AI clients by exposing data. And we will be able to see this particular content over here. Okay, MCP server act as intermediaries that expose the capabilities like accessing files, database. Like, so what it has given, it has referred this particular document in order to provide the output. Now let's try to pass a query which is not the part of our PDF document. Let me mention the query over here, and let's pass it in a different way. Query, and it will be say, what is the capital of India. I'm passing this particular query, and what I'm assuming that our RAG solution will not provide the output based upon this particular question, because this is not available in our document, and is it will just show that that it will just show like not found in the provided text. I'm expecting this particular output from my large language model solution. Let's have the execution. I'm going to do the execution. I have commented what is MCP server at this moment, because the PDF document is having MCP server related information. Now the question is changed over here, the query is changed, and let's do the execution. And I'm going to perform all of the steps. Okay, and let's try to get the answer, huh? Okay, and now what is the capital is my mistake, guys. It is not printed over here, like it is it not mentioned in the question only. What is the capital of India? Read it in this way, and answer is not found in the provided text, huh? So, friends, with the help of this, like what we are able to get, we are able to get the answer based upon the provided document, and our RAG solution is working perfectly. It is not going to provide the data from the internet, or based upon uh, based upon the training phase. It might be possible like it is trained onto the different data set. Now we have restricted it to provide the outcome just based upon our document, and that document is considered as a reference in order to provide the output. So that's it for this particular session. In the next session, we will be going to have the implementation of RAGs based upon the different, you can say, inputs based upon the different types of files. And there are a lot of things that we are going to learn in our RAG solutions. Thank you. Thanks a lot.